Hey, how's everybody doing? So today, I'm gonna take another ride into Plain City and then on into Columbus eventually to do another burger ride with the VespOhio group. Right now I'm gonna have a one stop on the way. I've had some things going on this past week. I happened to break my sunglasses. Stupid story, I'll tell you that later, but I'm gonna stop in and go to LensCrafters, and I have a replacement warranty that I'm going to use to get them replaced. It's a one-time first-year thing, so luckily it's an option, as I smashed the crap out of them. So, man, okay. I've had kind of a week, I'm going to be honest. Last Sunday I went to take a ride. It's going to go into Hilliard and go to the coffee place I like to go to. My wife would give me some gift cards, and I mapped it on Google because I wanted to do a couple different stops, and so I added like 2 stops to the thing, and then somehow I took a wrong turn. It redirected me clear back to the first stop. So I ended up kind of back around to where I started from before I realized where I was going, and so I was looking at the sky, and it looked really dark, like it was going to rain, which there was no rain in the forecast. But it ended up raining, so I was starting to head home. And I'm like, okay, I'll head home. So I got about halfway home on the highway going 55, and my scooter just dies. Luckily, no one behind me and no one in front of me, so I could turn into this person's driveway. And so I get there safely. I'm trying to figure out, look around the scooter. I'm not really a technical or car guy, so I don't honestly know what I'm looking for. But I was just making sure that, all the connections were secure. There was nothing like obvious. Couldn't figure it out. So I had a friend drive all the way like an hour away from me and come help me put it in his truck and bring it to my house. And then I got on the VespOhio group and asked some questions, and they nice enough to suggest a few things to look at. And so the next morning, I was exhausted after that. So the next morning I got up and I looked at, I got all the panel behind or in front of where all the fuses are, and I checked all the fuses. They were fine. Looked around the scooter again. By this point, I'm thinking maybe it's a fuel pump or something weird going on, maybe. Because I know there's a recall on fuel pumps for a while in older models of Vespas, but I didn't think there was currently. So I ended up jacking the scooter up, got underneath, and realized the spark plug cable, it came loose. Not completely like off where it was dangling, but not pushed in enough. And that was all it was. I plugged it back in. And first time it kind of was hesitant to fire up, I think because I flooded it maybe a little bit. But then after that, it just kind of started up. And we were good to go. And so I've been kind of driving it slowly around town just to make sure we're good. So I'm hoping we're good now. And this long trip I'm about to take, so this is going to take me, it's like about a 3-hour round trip. Hopefully nothing dies on me. Fingers crossed. So I'm going to head in and try this out. If I feel like anything's weird's going on, I'll just turn around if I can. But yeah, so that's what I'm going to do today. Also took a little ride. I was going to record this morning. I was going to record my ride to my dentist. I kind of had this personal goal over the last little over a year now, to get my teeth straight. It's been something that's been bugging me for years, but I just never wanted to spend the money on it. My kids got braces when they were younger. my wife got braces when my youngest son had them, so they were both doing it at the same time, and I just didn't want to like triple the cost at the time, so I held off. And then last year I was kind of making it a goal in 2023, 24 to get my teeth straight. So I went to the dentist. And this guy was clear over the lines. Luckily, no one was coming the other way. Anyway, went to the dentist and kind of discussed a few options. And some of you may have heard of like Invisalign. Well, I ended up going with a competitor. I think they are. It's called Reveal. So basically, what they do is they take this like 3D model of your mouth and a bunch of pictures, and they send it out to this company, and they make basically 24 trays to start, and you wear each tray about 2 weeks. So it's about a year-long process. Once they get loose, like you wear them, once they get loose, you just pop the next set in. But they want you to keep them in there at least 10 days. I averaged about 2 weeks because I kind of wanted to take the process slow. They told me the slower you can do it, the better it is, because it gives the teeth time to kind of adjust to the trays and move for you. So it's worked out really well. I've been pretty happy with it. I just am on my last tray now. I went in a couple weeks ago, right as I was putting in this last tray, and the dentist and I were kind of discussing things and realizing that I would really like to see my bottom canines turned a little bit more. And there's a tooth on the upper left that I'd like to get. It's kind of sticking out just a little further than I like. So I went back in today. They took more pictures. I guess you get 3 years of refinements, they call it. So you get kind of touch-ups for 3 years. So they are making another set of trays. I don't think it's going to be 24 trays this time. It'll probably be like 6 or 7, they told me. So they send it off. Takes about a month to come in. And then, I'll start doing the trays again. And we'll just go through that, and hopefully this refinement will fix the issue. Apparently your canines are the last ones that want to turn. They can be stubborn sometimes. So fingers crossed on this. Once I get that done, there's still some more work to do. So prior to doing all this, I had a tooth extracted, my lower back left side. And I need to, I went into an oral surgeon, they cut the tooth out. It was cracked or something. They were telling me it was going to cause issues later, so had that yanked out, and they put this like bone graft stuff in, and I had to let that set, and I got a checkup like 4 months later, and they said it looked great. So anytime that I wanted to put that tooth back in, they'll put a post in and like a fake tooth on there. So I'm gonna, once all the movement is done, I am going to get that taken care of. And I'm also going to have my teeth whitened. And then I have a little bit of cosmetic stuff to do on the front 2 teeth. Currently I have a chip on one of them because my enamel is just so thin there. She said it just happens sometimes. It's just thin. And so we discussed today they're doing one of 3 options. We're going to do either try to fill it. She said potential to, crack off again and chip again. But we could try it. The next option was do a whole crown on there on both teeth. And I really wasn't up for that completely because I've had a few more crowns in my mouth. I don't want to talk about my oral history, but my parents weren't really pushing me to brush myself and my sister and brother and I weren't pushing us to brush our teeth when we were kids, and I'm paying for it. But anyway, literally paying for it now. So that crown was the second option. The third option was a veneer. And so I opted to go with the filling to start to see how it would hold. I think the last time they fixed this, it held about a year at least, I think. And then I was stupid enough to try to bite down on a piece of ice and cracked it off again. So I won't be doing that again. So we're going to try this. If it doesn't work and it breaks off in 6 to 8 months or a year or whatever, then I'll look at maybe doing a veneer or something. But the first thing I need to do before I do that would be to whiten it. I want to whiten them anyway, just to get them white, because if I do have to do a crown or something, they need to match. So got to do that first. So we're gonna do that here at some point also, and then gonna be just some kind of grinding down of my lower teeth in the front, just to get them evenly spaced, or not spaced, but evenly even height. Just the way my bite was, they're kind of different heights a little bit. Not bad, but it's something I just want to go ahead and clean up also. So it's kind of exciting. I'm excited to get this process finished up, and it'll look a lot better. Something I always wanted to do, so I just thought I'd take the initiative, kind of improve that this year. I wish I was, done around now and I didn't have to do a refinement, but I've gone this far. I'm going to just make sure that it's done correctly. So yeah, that's kind of been my week. Applied for a few more jobs. The market just sucks right now in tech, man. I can't even get an interview. It's crazy. But there was one I applied for this past week that I would really love to get, but so fingers crossed on that. Hoping that pans out, but we'll see. For now, I'm gonna just have fun riding the scooter and learning some more stuff. Been doing a little more Laravel and Next.js and stuff like that. It's fun to learn new stuff. Sometimes you're in a job and you don't get a chance to do that necessarily. Learn some new tech. My youngest son is coming home this weekend to visit, which is going to be great. Haven't seen him since he graduated college. So we bought him a car a few years back, and we'd like to get the title put over in his name, and he can start handling his own insurance and stuff like that. So we're gonna see if we can get that done, if he wants to get that done. We did just renew his tags, so not necessarily the best timing on that, but maybe we don't have to switch the tags. I don't know. We'll have to find out. I don't know if you can put those in ownership also. I think this is the first time I've ever had to transfer a title on a car. I'm not quite sure of the process, to be honest with you. I think you got to get a notary and sign it off to someone, and then it's like $1 fee or something like that, and then I guess we'll find out. It's a long ride for me to get even into the starting point. It's like an hour and 10 minutes. And then where the burger place is tonight, I mapped it, and it's going to be another hour and 10 home. So the last time the ride kind of took us closer to Marysville, so I had to like make a 45-minute ride home. But it looks like from the map tonight we're just going south of the meetup place. One thing I did want to mention, that last the last video I did of the ride to Bell Fountain and back, I was only able to get footage for half of it because I apparently forgot to turn my camera on or something. So episode 20 shows the Bell Fountain to Marysville ride. But on the way to Bell Fountain, I wish I had this on video because there was no way I could have warned the guys. So there was 4 of us. If you watch that, you've seen. Deer literally sprinted, was in full gallop. I mean, coming across the road and went in between the lead rider and the second guy. And I swear it was going to hit the second rider. It didn't, but it was quite the scary situation. I saw it coming out of the tree line. Probably 8 seconds, 5-6 seconds maybe, before it hit the road, and there was nothing I could do to warn them. If I'd have honked, I don't think that would have helped. And then the third in line and myself, who was 4th, I was at the end. We slowed down because usually when you see one deer, you see more. But it happened to be by itself this time, or if it wasn't by itself, the other one didn't run with it. But yeah, it was quite scary. I have had deer run out in front of me before, but it's been far enough ahead that I was able to slow down without issue. And usually those are like 5-6 o'clock in the evening when it starts to, it's not dusk yet, but the sun's starting to like turn over the sky, and it's you know, they just seem to come out in the morning and during that time. In Bell Fountain, we ran into a motorcycle rider who said you should get some deer whistles, which I need to look into. I know my father-in-law used to have some on his car. I don't know if they help or not. I heard they do. I might want to see if I can attach some of those, I don't know, maybe underneath the front of the scooter or something. But yeah, it's I think that's one of the things that scares me the most, is some animal running out in front of me. I mean, I know cars are dangerous, obviously, but typical reaction time, my gosh. So yeah, we're going through Plain City, a little bit different way. I would have gone straight back there if I was going back to Deer Dutchman. I've done another ride video I posted. So we're kind of going to go through town here. And then take 161 kind of straight and end up in Dublin kind of, and then go south from there. Go right by the Costco I think I've ridden by before. I've ridden out this way before, or came out this way before in the car, but it's kind of interesting how much this has grown up out here. There's a ton of housing developments and everything out here that there didn't used to be. Kids used to play baseball sometimes here in Plain City. Had a few games when they were in high school. There's like a nice little park right here. I think there's a river over here too, like Weeping Willow Tree, I think that's what that is back there. I don't know what the speed limit is here. Ah, 55. Okay, here we go. It's quite windy today. I think I mentioned this when I thought I was recording my Milford Center to Bell Fountain ride, but if you live in Ohio, they say you live within one of the 4 C's. Cincinnati, Columbus, Cleveland, or cornfields. Or in our case, bean fields, I think, or whatever this is they're planted. But yeah, usually a lot of cornfields. Really wish I was looking out and there was a river there, or there's an ocean or something else, but well, unfortunately not right now. Someday, hopefully. I somewhat wish I would have came into town a little bit before it was rush hour, or getting to rush hour. It's a lot less traffic. So yeah, this is our VespOhio complex here on the left. They have all kinds of stuff like basketball, hockey, you know, I think probably even baseball fields. I'm not sure about that. All kinds of stuff. Weightlifting, football. Turn right on the Eiderman Road. Okay, Google. Nice little area. You know it's going to be if it's next to a golf course. Left onto Warner Temple Road. So anyway, I hope you all have been having a good week. And you didn't smash your sunglasses or stall your scooter or any of that stuff. I follow this channel, Wander on Two Wheels, and I'm apologize, but I'm forgetting her name again. But she did this scooter trip from her house up through Vermont and everything and into Canada for Canada Vespa Days. Sounds so fun. She got to take a couple ferries, and she got off up there. It looked beautiful. If you haven't checked that video out, check it out. There's a couple of them up there. They're kind of long, but I'd rather have long than really edited and you don't get to see things. Because eventually I may not watch it all at once, but I'll watch it, you know. I will watch it eventually is what I'm saying. Yeah, it sounds like a really fun ride, and I applaud her. She did it on a 150cc scooter, which is quite incredible. I mean, I don't think with my build, I don't think I could get that scooter up to 60 mile an hour, and probably okay for back roads, but she had a lot of stuff on that scooter. So anyway, if you haven't checked it out, it's kind of fun to watch. I love to watch rides where it's beautiful scenery and sometimes I really don't think people are going to stop behind me. I got a little closer to the edge of the road than I wanted to. Didn't have enough room to move. That was my fault. I like to stay back. If I'm first in line, I like to stay back a little bit. That way I have a little forward room in front of me to maneuver if I need to, and I'm not out in the middle of the road. And I stopped a little too late that time. It's kind of a beautiful day today. I don't know if I mentioned the weather, but like 78 high, sunny, no rain today. It's been raining the last couple days, off and on. So I'm looking forward to a nice ride. I actually rode in today. I did put on my riding jeans, and I don't feel super hot right now, which is great. I'm not saying I won't if I just sit in the sun, but when you're moving, that fresh air coming through, it's really nice. It actually seemed like it's taking a lot less time than I thought it would to get here. I'm not quite there yet, but I'm close. I don't know why, it always kind of surprises me. I always think it's going to take longer than it does. On a scooter, at least. I don't know why. I thought this is where I came out. There's this company, I'm not sure what they do, but they have all these cement corn cob things stuck in their field here. I'd have to look up what they do. Probably something to do with farming or tech or something like that. But yeah, it's kind of interesting. It seems like everywhere I want to ride this summer is some kind of construction. But I do ride somewhat far distances, I guess, for a scooter. But I'm always afraid, though, I'm going to pick up something in my tire. One thing I would like to know from you Vespa owners, does your clock stay correct? It seems to gain time on me. Oh, Jesus. I didn't see that big hole because I was worried about this damn car next to me. Anyway, mine seems to gain a little bit of time. Like I'll leave it set a couple days and it'll be like 2 or 3 minutes. 2 or 3 minutes ahead. Sometimes 4 or 5. Interested to know if your scooter does that, or you don't even use the clock. I tend to just look at my phone since it's mounted, but anyway, I'm going to go into LensCrafters, so I will see you all on the flip side here.